Alright, I'm trying quickly to get set up here. YetiCaster default change, I had to set that. We're just over a minute from the tournament to begin. That set up, ready to go. Get my chat going here. How much time have I got? Monday night team battles. $40 seconds. $17 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, I forgot to send my message. I am Little Rock Chess. Let's see, Twitch. Go here, I'm waiting to be paired. Now I am paired. Why didn't that make any noise? I didn't think this guy played that variation. I don't remember this guy playing the French. I know I played him before. I think I played him a week or two ago. I won 4, he won 3. I didn't think he played the win hour. I take opening suggestions from chat. Did I make a mistake? Oh. What's so bad about that? We have book of the week in a little while. I think this is the move. I don't really know. I'm completely out of theory, of course. I wondered about that move. Did I go here? I kind of think it's the right move. Not that I know the right move, I'm just guessing. Just trying to work it out as I go. Huh. I really want to play this move. I predict he plays here. what I thought he would do. Am I going to let him trade there? I don't really think I have a choice. Maybe I should have gone to here. If I play here, hitting that square, he's going to take my knight. And then I'll recapture with the pawn. He'll have to, he won't have time to capture on d4 because I'll have that fork. He does have a check over here. I don't see where he can get anything from that. That pawn on e5. Once I get that pawn on e5, I guess it could help if I get this pawn up here fast enough. Otherwise, I got to capture here. He captures. There's something about this. Or to sacrifice, take. This doesn't lead to anything. I get a check. His king has to move. Let's see, then I would play here, threaten to come down here. He's got so many pieces around his king, I feel fairly certain there's nothing there. I'm going to play this move and let him trade on e5. Later I can bring this piece back to here, have him on that diagonal. I believe. I think that would be the thing. I have no idea how to get an advantage in that position. He castles. That is a move I didn't really think about. Obviously. Huh. I mean, the only way that's any good is if I can keep this pawn here and hold this one back. So I don't see happening. For some reason, I really want to play that move. It's just he's so strong in the dark squares. This piece coming here, I can't castle that direction. Or I can, but it's not going to. I could just play here, take an isolated D pawn. Let's see what he does. Spend a lot of time. That is a super strong piece. This thing has got great squares. Once he trades here, he's got a lot of great squares for that piece. You know, I can't really play here because he can play here, attack my queen. I don't know. Just trying to think of some way to get some kind of attack going. I end up with this isolated D pawn. That's going to be really bad in the end game. It's also going to mean, since I played C3, I'm going to have to castle kingside. Maybe instead of taking the isolated D pawn, I should capture with the queen. Oh, he's going to play here. I'm going to have to play here. He could even play here. That was the wrong move. I guess he's going to win my F pawn on E5. He doesn't win something else. Yeah, should have captured with the pawn. Yep, I've got to play here now. I think he'll play here. Now I'm thinking I won't have to castle this direction. He's going to play here, and then he's going to capture with this piece. When I recapture, his bishop's going to be, if he wanted to, he could even take here twice and win a pawn, another pawn. That's how bad that's looking. So, nothing to be done about any of that. I think I'm going to have to castle this direction. You'd think I could get something going. My pieces are just on bad squares. I mean, the reason I say that is because, like, these pieces aren't doing anything. This one's just defending the square. None of them are really doing anything. Yeah, I don't think he's going to take that because when he captures here, I'm going straight here. Yeah, I'm going to go here. That won't lead to anything for him, I don't think. He's slowly catching up with me on time. Not that I think it's really going to matter. He's got plenty of time. I need that square, that H5 square for this piece. Maybe I can perpet him or something. Might as well hit his rook. I got a lot of pieces on nice squares now. 2 moves later. 2 moves after saying my pieces were on bad squares. Now they're on great squares. Well, he's really catching up with me on time. I'm a little surprised. Okay, and I'm going to play here. Blow to get rid of that guy. He might play here. Nope. Honestly, I think you ought to play something like this. I'm going to pre-move that capture. All right, I have a draw, and I think I'm going to take it. A draw is better than a loss. I'm down 2 pawns. I'll take a perpet. Don't mouse slip, dude. And by dude, I mean me. That was better than a loss. Good game, good game. That was intense. She's in the bungalows on. Doesn't look like a lot of people are here, not as much as usual. Well, like I said, a draw's better than a loss. I am Little Rock Chess. Deep Geek is the only one playing. That's really shocking. Why is that? Book of the week coming up. It is 20 minutes after the hour. We've got a little more, about an hour and 10 minutes. The French defense is not easy to play against. I need something to use on it. Just can't come. You know, especially that line. I don't know that many people that don't play the 1 hour. Where's my audio? I have played this guy one time and we drew. Let's get it on. Oh, do you want to play rapid? Lazar Burby, I'm in a tournament right now is the problem. This tournament lasts over an hour from now. Otherwise, I would say yes. We can play another time if you want. I really wish I knew some theory. You know, when he does this, where do my pieces go? This guy goes here. This move does not look right. That's a waste of time. This one, take, he's hitting my queen. Play here and then here. Play here. As the queen, I think, comes back to here. These are just computer moves that I've looked at. You know, cast it. I gotta do something real quick. Focus. I forgot to put this on mute. Okay, phone on mute. Maybe. I think I'm gonna bring this piece back. This guy needs to come over here. This move, that is not right. It's like giving me a move. Once before, one week I did this maneuver all the way over here. That did not work out well. So I don't think that's right. I just can't banter as much as Nakamura because I have to actually think, and I'm messing around with my phone. I'm no Nakamura, so sue me. But I am Little Rock Chess. I am the Little Rock Chess team. It's not much of a team. There's no I in team. Well, there's an I in this team. It's me. I'm the only team member. Well, does that stop me from going here? So he could. I still like that idea. Threatens knight takes. He would probably have to move this piece. move it here? Then I would have to bring a rook to the somehow I could have maybe bishop here and then rook here. Because if I push here, this piece is going to drop back. If I push again, I can no longer capture there. Well, he'll drop back here, so you can guard that pawn and stay on this diagonal. Then I push again, he has to go back to here. Alright, I'm going to play this move. Made up my mind. He goes there. I just think if he captures here and has these two double pawns, that they're never going to last. Okay, I take here, he takes this piece. I don't get anything for it. Capture here, he captures here. Oh, he's hitting my queen. I probably better deal with that first. I'll just push here. He'll play here. I don't know. What a mess. I like openings that have simple strategic plans. Play here, I guess he's going to play here. I'll have to drop back to here. I don't know if he's getting a lot out of that, is he? He's got a 2-minute advantage on me. If he plays here, I'm probably playing here. I know one thing. I like this diagonal. Get this pawn moving and this one in the end game. Create a pass pawn. Win a rook. That would be sweet. Let's see. Here. I think so. Maybe here next. Uh-oh. I hope there aren't any tactics in this position where I could lose, no puzzle rush, where I could lose something. Oh, let's see, I'm in check. You're down 7. I think I'm going to lose this game. Better to give it up and play another game. That was not fun. Sure wasn't. I'm still Little Rock Chess. Still the only player. Passaic Rookie Knights has got a lot of people. They've got 17 tournament points. I've got 1. I think I'm way down the list. Well, number 23. The first game helped. This guy, I got to remember, I'm going to message him about the tournaments. I think he's the guy that runs them. That was a bad move to miss. What was I supposed to do? Go Queen D8? I guess so. Oh, why is this thing not making noise like it's supposed to? Brainless Bishops. Now we're getting close to the rating range where we'll talk about Book of the Week. I played this guy twice. I lost to him. What is this? If he plays there. That's funny. Yoda said that, didn't he? He's the last of the Jedi. No, there is another. Except I can't talk like Yoda. There's another. Let's check here. Push. You can take this pawn. You can play queen here. I don't see what's the. I'd like to see what the answer is, so I'm going to capture that pawn. It's a gambit. Are you kidding me? I don't think so. I'm going to go there and play here. Yes, I'm the last. I'm the last of the Jedi. He's the only Jedi left. I wish I could do the voices. That'd be really funny. Here maybe. Play here. You could capture. So if I play here, that bishop's got to go somewhere. He plays back there. I could just follow up with c3. I don't understand what this guy's doing. These moves don't work. This may be a book line of his. Okay, if I play here and he plays here, I'm going to have to play here. Trades out twice here and wins a pawn. So, I'll play c3. I guess I'm going to. He's going to play knight here or here. Depending on what he does. I think my game plan is to sit back and relax for a little bit. Book of the week coming up. Okay, now this bishop's not a great bishop. I could put him here. Pin this thing. Possibly trade it. I could play here to guard the pawn. He castles. That might be a little better. That last game was a shock. The queen drop. It was a jolt. I wasn't even thinking about something like that in the position, and then it happened. That was not cool. Reverse puzzle rush. You aren't looking for the tactic. He is. You have to look to see what tactics does he have. Okay, when he plays there, I think I can just kick that thing. Now, do I want to chase it further? I'm not real wild about doing that at the moment. Here, okay. He captures. We get the forever pin. I have to play here. He brings his queen in, maybe to here. No. I could play this to here and here and here. I could go ahead with my plan of posting this piece here. Double king pawn openings are extremely tactical. You have to look for all kinds of standard traps. I did lose this guy once, is that right? Yeah, last time out. My recollection is I was beating him and I messed up. That's what I recall about that game. Seems like, okay, he's hitting my E pawn, but it's protected. I could go ahead and castle. Oh, he's going to go queenside. Let's go here first. Decisions. I could play here. And wait on that. If he plays here, I have to take with the queen. If I don't take with the knight, he'll trade out here, win that pawn. So maybe play it back. I can exchange. It'd be great to play this thing here and win this guy. I don't like this bishop. I really think I want to play here. Book of the week. understand this opening this guy played, throwing a pawn away on move 2. All right, so he's hitting that one again. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen takes, which means I'm going to have to play here. There you go for beginners. As soon as he puts a rook on that e file, I'm going to have a problem. Question is, which way is he going to castle? I think queenside, but I'm not sure. This is me defending the big center. Okay, you can now put a rook on the e file. So how am I going to deal with this? Here, threaten this, he could go here. I've got to do something quick because as soon as he does this, he's going to have 4 on that. I'll play here. Can he do something like this? No. I'll take there, attacking his queen. Play here. I could play f4 and then e5. Because when I play here, I cut off the retreat square of this piece, which means it would have to go there. He could come back and trade it, double my f-pawns. But if I play here, I threaten to go here, which looks a little better. If I play here, and he does whatever, and then I play here. Captures, knight captures, because the rook's got this thing pinned. Maybe I castle right now. I'm getting seriously low on time. I really do want to kind of castle this direction. This game's getting a little intense, otherwise I would go book of the week. Book of the week. I'm going to have to play f3. And then go, if he plays g5, go to f5. If he attacks here, okay, I can go here. He attacks my e-pawn. I push, captures, but instead of going here, he actually went here. Takes e5, he wins a pawn, and it doesn't look great. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to play here. If he plays g5, I don't think I have a choice. Well, I know I don't now. He's going to capture, and I'm going to recapture. This is turning out to kind of not be real fun, you know? You're +1. Got a pawn, just rolling along. He's got a 4-minute advantage. I'm defending the center. I got to bring this guy back. I Gotta watch out for tactics in the middle of the board. I'm not liking this. I think he's going to have to do something sooner or later. I don't think he can just sit there. Eventually I'll consolidate. Oh, that was cool. He attacked this square and this square. Oh, but I can play here. After I do that, don't I win a piece? His queen cannot attack this guy. Sure looks like it to me. I'm attacking his queen. He can capture here, but okay. Now I capture there first. What's the piece count? We're even. Great. I miscalculated that. I got to get this guy back. I think I'm going to have to play here. Well, I miscalculated that. I misplayed it, and I could have won a piece, I believe. Looks like my knight's going to have to go to f5. There's going to be a trade out here, and I'm going to have some kind of messed up pawns. You know, one of the problems here is this. I got two pieces there blocking that rook. I just had too much congestion here. That's part of the problem. Except for my side knight. I don't think I really have any weaknesses, though. So he's going to push his f-pawn and threaten this thing down here. Yeah, I gave him a pawn. I could play here. I hate to put another pawn on the white square. Knight, take. I really want to play that move, though. This guy's got a 4-minute lead on me. I don't really think this was a great move. That's kind of playing for a cheap tactic. You know? I don't think it really helped his position. It disconnected his rooks. It took away this business here. You know, g5, I drop in here, he trades. I end up with a pawn there. This bishop is not a very good piece. And I'm thinking I need to trade it. Oh, now he does it. Okay. Guess he's going to play here. No, I guess I'm wrong. I can play here. Capture, captures. And I play an endgame, 2 knights versus a knight and bishop. Let's say endgame, I still got queens on the board. Because if I play here, he may not capture with this piece. It's not guaranteed he'll do it with this one either, but I'm going to try this. Recapture with the knight. I guess he's going to play d5. pawn capture. Watch out about that guy right there. Feel a lot better if this piece was here. Oh, so he's going to do it that way. Okay, if I play here and he captures, my knight goes here, and then he pushes. He's going to undermine the base of that knight. I think I'm going to have to play here. I do. And then here. Okay, now I'm going to play here. Well, push. I'm having to move really quickly. I'm going in here. This game has been nerve-wracking. Go back there. Is that what I need to do? No. Nothing like having a dead even. Okay, if I play here, I'm going to try to force him. Yeah. I'm going to play this. And if he takes, I'll take with the knight. And if he doesn't, I'm going to take here. I'm working on getting a passed pawn. This piece is a great blockader. I've got a backward pawn. Of course, I can put that knight right there, and that'll be the end of that backward pawn. I mean, it shields it. What I need is a rook on this file. Soon. Maybe now. The great news is he can't double his rooks. But he's going to. Let's see if I play here. Knight takes, pawn takes. That doesn't quite work. I think I've got to play here. In my clock. I would not be afraid to go into this endgame. I mean, by trading queen and both rooks from both sides. Just the knight endgame. I'm not afraid of that. I think this piece is going to go here. I go here and here. That's what I was wondering about. I think I win a piece. I did. What a piece. That was super nice. Gain some time on the clock. Whoa. Can you do that? You can check. You can't check down there. How about that? Sending his king right up the board. Jack, king d4. How about here, make him move the queen? I'm having to do this with no time. He's going to go to d7. Game over. Wow. Good game, Coffee Castle. I need to get some water. We need to do book of the week. Maybe I'll get pared down. I need a chair that doesn't squeak. I've got some new equipment that I'm working on getting. Maybe a new chair. I think I probably need one. I am Little Rock Chess. Am I still Little Rock Chess? I'm the only person playing. Sure am. See, it's not making a noise. Nope, never played this guy. I know people tell me where to move in this opening. I can't ever remember. This is move 2. It's a good idea to know what to do on move 2. what I want to know. Excellent. Oops. Check. Check. So if I check, what's he going to do? Probably interpose queens. Doesn't seem all that great. I'm looking for cheapos. Just not there. I'm going to castle king side, try to figure out what my game plan is here. I need to win that bishop. Can I do that on this move? I go here. Place here, take, take, take. I might play here to attack my queen. All right, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Book of the Week, celebrating 50 years since the Fischer-Spassky match, or 30 years since this match. The book is No Regrets. No Regrets by Yasser Seirawan. There's a picture of Fischer. No, this Fischer, and this is Spassky. Bobby winning the rematch, also sometimes called the rematch of the century. Fischer-Spassky, 1992. Yasser Seirawan. This book has a lot of text in it. Just opened up some random pages. He tells the whole story. It has analysis too. Yeah. But he, like this one, it's all text right across there. And, you know, what they did was they actually had a press conference after every game, which is what they do now, but they didn't do prior to this that I know of. And Yasser wrote this really cool book where he went there, he covered the match, he covered the press conferences, all of that. This book is 307 pages. And then there's like a glossary or something back here, index, something or other. I mean, this book, I read the whole thing. I didn't go through all the games, but I did read the whole book. I wanted to know the complete history of that match. And it was interesting. You know, it was really interesting. Bobby comes out of retirement, hadn't played a match in 20 years since Spassky. And And he plays No Regrets is the name of the book. Yes or Sirwan. I think they played about 48 games, maybe 50. Right after this, Spassky went and played a match with Judith Polgar. Oh, game 30. It was just 30 games. I'd remembered it was longer than that. Just 30 games. Pretty interesting book. Tons of reading. Stories about Fischer and Spassky. You know, they played tennis together during the match, and they went out to eat. They were in really good terms. But that's book of the week for this week. All Fischer books during this time period. Fischer books about Fischer, a couple of books by Fischer, but this is the book about Fischer by Yasser Seirawan, great storyteller, and it's really interesting. It's an interesting book. I liked reading it quite a bit. It's been a number of years since I read it, but I enjoyed it. Where am I going here? No Regrets. Seirawan and George Stefanovich, whoever that is. I guess it's some guy that helped him with the whole thing. There were a couple of games, game 1 and a game toward the end of the match where Bobby played. It was the last game in the book I mentioned to you before, which was Bobby Fischer Rediscovered. It was a game where he gambited the pawn, and I think Spassky played the Sicilian, and Bobby played kind of a close Sicilian and gambited the pawn, broke the position open, and his knights just crushed him, you know. So it's a pretty neat book. We'll have to get Yasser on here sometime to talk about it. Get Yasser to tell us the story of writing the book. He met Fischer during the match. He had never met him before. He met him when he was there covering the match. Where does this thing go? Here, maybe? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Could go here. I don't know, maybe there. No Regrets. Fischer Spassky, 1992. I'm going to screw around and lose this game doing this. Bobby had not played a public game in 20 years. Rescues himself from poverty in Los Angeles. Spassky, who had played sleepily in chess tournaments around the globe for over a decade, emerges from obscurity in Paris. They meet in war-torn Yugoslavia. Of course, playing this match in Yugoslavia is what led to Fischer's legal problems with the United States, which is why he never came back to the U.S. This guy's trying to open some lines, I think. I think I'm going to help him right there. I guess I have to play here. Wish I'd put my queen on a different square. I'm going to pick off that pawn. Boy, that seems dangerous. He goes here. I take this. He comes over. My bishop retreats. His knight can hop in here or here. fingers are those squares. And grabbing that pawn is really not the thing to do. Can I believe I'm going to do that? That's terrible. Grabbing pawns. I mean, my pieces could be on better squares. It's not that I'm not developed. I guess I'm sort of developed. But my pieces are on lousy squares. This one's going to go here. Well, I would not have done that if I were him, because he just traded off a strong piece of his. Now this goes here. He will be able to sack on that knight. So I need to think carefully about that. I play here. He plays here. Threatening rook takes knight, so he can mate me here. So then I would have to play here. It'd be nice to have the bishop here and not here. Is there anything else I could do? I could move here. Try something like that. I'm kind of thinking about waiting on him to see what he does. And maybe bring this rook here. Can I afford to wait? I guess this knight can't go to either of those squares yet. Okay. This yet. Play here first. This may end up being my last game. I thought I'd get another one in. 17 minutes. I guess he's trying to stop this push. Play here and back here. Play here and then here. Yeah, go to this square, hit his queen. What move is best? I'm going to do this. I don't know. There's not enough time to really think this thing through carefully. Like right now, I should know which way to capture. I'll take with the C pawn. I could take with the rook. Why wouldn't I take with the rook? That's a weak pawn. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I sure do. He's going to move his knight and attack my queen. He can't check me. But he could do what? Move it somewhere? Well, he can't check me. I think I'm going to play here. Go after that pawn. We'll target this pawn right here. Now, can I win that pawn? Take. Not quite. If I capture here, I can't take with the queen. Takes with the pawn, I trade out here and win a rook. So, he will have to capture with the rook. Then I capture with my rook. He still can't capture with the pawn. You'll have to capture with the queen. Do I not win something here? Let's find out. I think I do. But after that second game, I'm doubting everything. $12 minutes. My problem is if we get into another game, it's going to go beyond the end of the tournament. Okay, now, if I capture here, pawn takes, I get his rook. Queen takes, pawn takes, I get his rook. Am I right about this? Gosh, I'm at 16 seconds. I don't think I better take so long on that. Of course, this thing is pinned. But he would have to play here to pile up on it, and then I would take it with check. He's attacking this. What am I doing? Oh, that wasn't good. He shouldn't have done that. Nope, he should not have done that at all. These 2 pawns down, the rook and pawn in game. Pre-moved. Oh my gosh. I never dreamed he would play that move. How embarrassing. I can't even get any passed pawns going. What am I down to? Well, that was a good move on his part. That was really terrible. I pre-moved because I was low on time. I thought I was going to lose. Well, this happened once before, a couple of weeks ago. That was classic. Unless this guy hangs his rook, this game's lost. What did he do? Did he move? He must have moved. What did he move? His rook or his king? I don't want him accusing me of stalling. Should send him a message and say my coach told me to play all games out to mate, which is not true, but it would make some for a funny story. Can you message people on here? I'm surprised this guy didn't send me a message and say, why don't you resign? They'd love to say stuff like that. There you go, buddy. He's got a mate in one and he missed it. I'm not sure I should actually be talking, you know. Let's see how the tournament's doing. Anybody ever send me a good game? Little Rock Chess. Yeah, I pre-moved. Let that be a lesson to you. Even though I'm the one that did it. Don't pre-move. Gosh. I never dreamed you'd play rook up. That was just ridiculous. I was on my way to winning my third pawn. Who would go into a king and pawn endgame down 2 pawns? Or 3, whatever it was. Send me a good game message. I was joking about this keyboard's terrible. Rock Chess. Little Rock Chess needs to have a rule. Don't pre-move. All right, I guess I'm done. I'm certainly done in this tournament. It's ending in 5 minutes. That'll be the end of it. I guess I'll go ahead and stop broadcasting. Oh well, that's it. I guess that's the end of it. Book of the week is No Regrets. Fischer Spassky, the 1992 match. Bobby and Boris right there on the cover. Spassky's still alive today. I forget that Caroli, whatever that IM's name is, he's got a 2-volume set coming out on Spassky's games. Actually, the closing ceremony, I think it was this match. There was a woman there covering the match, and she wanted to play a game against Bobby, and Bobby played her at the party. And she said, and he said to her, "What's your rating?" And she told him, and he goes, I didn't think they went that low." There's a picture of Bobby signing autographs. Anyway, this is Wednesday, October 7th, Spassky Fischer, 1992. Bobby's leading, it's game 16. Bobby's leading the match 5-3. Here's question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. This is from the press conference, the 5th press conference. Anyway, it's a really, really pretty neat book. Like I said, I read all the text. All right, I guess that's it for this week. So next week, I will not pre-move. Probably. Goodbye.